down the field, march your mind till victory's on. All men know the way for other seasons to rock. Who's gonna cheer? Cheer for ASU, cheer for varsity. Hotel, James, I'll lead the march of victory. Woo! Good shit, baby! Didn't get him past 40.
Oh, you guys good? Get a break.
Let's get it. Bring it over.
So Taylor, last day of strength and conditioning. Just talk about this summer and how it compares to last summer.
Summer is great. Compared to last summer, it's it's different. It's my last summer. I put everything into these workouts. The emotion I put in with them, the amount of how much we got closer as a team. I think is the biggest difference between this team and last team. We did a lot of more team bonding activities, whether it's barbecues, bowlings, pool parties, just hang around each other, and that's a big part of success for a team.
Not that you have not accomplished a lot in the last 2 years, but this being your senior year, does a sense of urgency kick in?
It does. We want to claim that Pac-12 South Championship again, win the Pac-12, and then Rosewell National Championship. That's our team goals, and I just want to put my team in the best possible position to win games.
Just talk about today. What was that like?
It was awesome. To come out here is just full of emotion. To really sit back and think, that was my last summer workout of my college career, and to see Coach Grizz, give that speech at the end, and Jamil and all the trials that we've been through as a team, and it's just an unbelievable experience.
What kind of bonding experience has this been like for you guys?
It's been once in a lifetime. We came together as just a great team. We're young, and so we just kept hanging around each other, making each other better. I was hanging out with the freshman DBs. Not very many teams will do that. When I first came here, we didn't do that. So we're changing the program and the way we approach things.
Who out of here impressed you today, or just throughout the summer?
Our offensive line. The way they're competing, the way they're lifting in the weight room, running. They had one of the top pro agilities on our team, all 5 of them. Demarius Randall, he's grown as a leader on that defense. He's going to be, him and Lloyd Carrington are going to be leading that defense. Salamo Fiso stepped up, but the big part is, I'm going to say, Antonio Longino. He's been working so hard in these workouts, just making the best out of every single opportunity he can get.
It was fun. I love seeing our team come together. It's kind of like our one last time. A lot of the scenes you get to be out here with Coach Grizz and do the stuff we do over the summer, and this is probably one of the most important things we do all year, preparing for season and stuff. And it's just the time where we come together as a team, and it's a special moment.
Speaking of Coach Grizz, he was very emotional over there at the speech. Was this summer maybe a little more special than years past?
Well, every year I think it always gets more important and stuff. But Coach Grizz has been with these guys now for like 2 going on 3 years and stuff, and just the relationships we develop over the years and stuff. We love Coach Grizz. Coach Grizz, we work hard for him every day, and it's just the bond that we build through all the blood, sweat, and tears, definitely.
You posted the 3.84 in the shuttle the other day. Were you surprised by that time?
No, I wasn't. That was my goal going into it. I ran a 3.9 last year, so Coach Grizz, me and him talked, and he said set my goal high and stuff, and that was it. And I'm definitely blessed that I accomplished it.
And in terms of strength and weight gain, how did you improve from the spring?
Oh, tremendously. Everything. My power clean went up. I could barely power clean last year. Coach Grizz just helped me work on my form and everything, all the strength staff, and as a whole team, I was very impressed how much our numbers jumped up.
What do you feel the team's mindset is with fall camp just a few days away?
Very good. I've never been a part of a team that's so focused as a whole group and stuff, and our leaders are doing a great job making sure from the guys from the bottom to the top, 3rd, 4th, doesn't matter. Everyone's ready, everyone's hungry, and I think that's the most important thing, having passion going into camp.
So the competitiveness there is unbelievable.
What jumping is that?
The broad jump, broad jump.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
You talk about a kid. You talk about a kid that's that long. He runs a 4.02 in the short shuttle. There's some things that he can do that's really unique to a tall kid that you don't see. Again, an elite talent. He's not your run-of-the-mill type kid.
Yeah, he was just telling me he's never really worked out in the weight room.
No, he's always worked out. You see him just running through hoops and tired, but never been hooped on.
So Obviously, Christian Westerman was pretty impressive today.
Yeah,
what kind of summer has he had?
He's had a great summer. He jumped 30 inches on the vertical jump. He hit 455 for a 1 on his bench, which was not a max. We don't max bench, but we just go heavy. And then he squatted 535 for a single for us. Broad jump, he was just under 9 feet. Short shuttle, he was 447 was his average, which look up combine numbers. That's not hurting of the big guys. He goes 41 on his bench press today. So we're pretty blessed with 4 of our 5 really starting offensive linemen. Power clean 355 and above. I've never had that anywhere I've ever been.
Well, I was just going to ask you, how does that compare?
I mean, I've never had, Carl has the highest I've ever had at 400. Jammers hit 85, 85, and 90 since the spring, since March. And then you have Tyler Schultz hit 365 yesterday, just missed 375. I mean, sat all the way in the hole with it, which takes, huge heart to be able to do that. And you got Christian and V both hit 355. So, I mean, I've never had that many kids, not on one team, go over 350.
Did you have any specific goals of what you wanted to do going into this?
Our goal for the summer is always to get them in shape, get them as fit as possible, and really train what I think our biggest weakness last year, I think they would tell you, is just being, not that we were mentally weak, but to increase our mental toughness. I think the physical tools are there, the kids we have are there, the coaching's there, their effort and attitude is always there, but we've got to be a little bit more mentally tough when it comes down to some of those teams that beat us twice last year.
How do you do that?
In the conditioning. You can do a little bit in the strength training, but not really. You don't want to get a kid hurt. I mean, you push them to do things above and beyond what they think they can do. But in the conditioning, you run a lot like we do. Something that's become very unique here, I've never really talked about it a lot until this summer, this is the end of my third, is I've never done the echo part. We echo a lot of our stuff on offense and defense. Okay, so what Taylor really has done over the time I've been here is we echo a lot of the last 2 reps of every quarter we do. So think about that. You run your 7th 110, you turn around, I say 10-5, and they run right back and have to make their goal times. So it's something very unique and kind of the fabric of what we are at ASU, which is good. It's something different.
Coach, as I started getting emotional there at the end when breaking the rock, was this summer a little different than the other two?
No, I mean, it just you put so much time and effort in these kids, and they're here every day. I mean, we had no issues. This is the first summer; it's mandatory, so you can take roll and all those kind of things. We didn't have one kid miss. We didn't have anybody late. I mean, those kind of things are unbelievable. We had guys make it every single day. So the effort they bring every day is outstanding. I mean, and it's early in the morning. I mean, there's a group at 6 a.m., there's a group at 8:15, and it's every single day, 4 days a week. And think about the 9-week grind they have. That's what people don't understand. It's not just summertime. It's a 9-week, 2 hours a day, and then that's not including all the stuff they do in the community, stuff they do at skill development 3 times a week, and then also the stuff they do in the film room and those kind of things. I mean,
do you just feel the whole process is smoother because a lot of players here have been been there, done that?
Yeah, I mean, basically, like on this circuit, the kids know what's coming. They know what the drill is now. The repetitions could be different, those kind of things. But for the most part, those kids have been here, so it's pretty easy to do it in that part. And that's why we tried to make it a little bit challenging this year with the Hell Week. Try to change some things up so they don't become complacent or stagnant and not be enthused by what we're doing.
This is Hodro Biner from Devil's Digest. We're here with Christian Westerman on the last day of the strength and conditioning summer program. And Christian, let's get to it right away. 41 reps on the bench. Is that something you expected coming into the summer?
Goal was 40. Last year I got 37. It wasn't really what I wanted, but goal was 40. I beat that, so I'm jazzed. I'm happy. That's all great, but I'm ready to get this thing going, ready for the season to start.
Obviously, last year you were pretty much a newcomer to the program. Just talk about how different for you personally strength and conditioning was this time compared to last year.
Last year was my first time coming here to ASU. I was trying to get used to meeting the guys, getting used to the system. This year, I know what to expect. I knew Grizz was going to be stronger. I was excited for that. And I gave it my all, and so did my team.
And I guess another thing that's impressive that it's not just bench, a bunch of reps, but also your vertical jump is 30. Your shuttle is a 4.5. Are those again marks that you expected coming into the summer?
Not really, not what I expected. It's what I strive for. I always strive, to do great things. I actually look at the combines from the previous years and try to see those guys' numbers, and I always try to beat those guys, because if I can beat those guys, I'm obviously doing something right. So my goal this year was to try to beat those guys from the combine last year, and I exceeded in most of those goals.
Now, obviously, so much talk about the offensive line being so much improved this year. Obviously, last year you had to sit out. But what do you see to be the difference? Why do you think this offensive line is going to be better in 2014?
We work really hard. I've never worked with a line that works this hard. Every guy's, extremely strong. squatting over 500 pounds, benching almost 4 each guy, and you know, we've just gotten so much stronger. I've never played with a line this strong, and I'm excited to see how we're going to move guys on the field.
And just in general, to talk about this offense being more explosive than it was last year. And last year, this offense averaged close to 40 points a game. Do you feel pressure maybe on this side of the ball to go ahead and carry the offense because there's so much talk about the defense, maybe going through some growing pains with inexperience and whatnot?
I mean, there's a little bit of pressure, but, you know, we want that. We want pressure. We don't want to go, you know, out expecting things. We want to go out and work for it. That's what we were taught to do here. We work for everything. You know, I work to get that 41 reps. We're going to work to win games. And that's just what we're going to do here at ASU, and that's what Grizz and Coach Graham have taught us. So.
And last question, you know, Jamil Douglas, when before breaking the rock, talked about maybe some kind of disrespect factor being defending Pac-12 South champs, being picked third in the South. Do you feel that it's that chip on the shoulder has to be carried for the team to go ahead and be motivated for this year, or do you think maybe it's something you just put aside and let other things motivate you?
No, that's definitely going to be one of the things we're motivated to. You know, when we play those teams, they're definitely going to get it. We're going to give it our all. We're going to play them real hard. We're going to, you know, get that W. And you know, we're working out here hard, trying to get better, trying to get ready for season.